Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Wisdom Walk number 93, The Power of Consistency. And this is actually take two. I just walked. I didn't realize I did it about an hour ago, and it was super early. And a couple of people didn't comment that you weren't, well, there weren't a lot of people on because I know on the West Coast it's super, super early. Well, I think it was what time was that? About 4 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. So, and then I just played it back, and you can't hear anything I'm saying because the breeze is so beautiful here. But walking on the beach, you weren't able to do anything. So, Wisdom Walk's going to have to be a wisdom stand today. So, but I will show you kind of like where I walked and what it looks like, and you'll hear the wind pretty heavy, which by the wind, I'm loving this wind because I've been sleeping with everything open the last few nights. But so this is, I walked that beach earlier. I know you can't hear me now. People are showing up now. But absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And this is how I have everything open. So I can enjoy this amazing breeze. But let me kind of stand here. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And let's talk a little bit about consistency and where we stand and how important consistency is in your life. I'm wearing my Faith and Discipline t-shirt today for the moment. So let's talk about consistency. So why is consistency so powerful? Where you are in life right now, no matter what your situation is, where you are is because of the consistency that you currently do. Your health is because of the consistency that you currently do. The food you eat, the exercise you do. You are exactly where you are in life today because of that one word, consistency. So the question is, where do you want to be in life? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Because as you change your consistency of the things you do, is when your life will absolutely look. If you change your consistency to more of a positive scenario instead of doing what everybody else on the planet does, their consistency is wake up in the morning. I'm having a little bit of connection issues, so hopefully I can get through this. So what do? They get up in the morning, get dressed, go to work, try to put themselves in a position to pay off their bills. Most people don't get there. They end up being in their 60s. They're still in debt. And you got another 10, 15, maybe 20 years of good living, and you spent 40, 50 years working, it makes no sense to me at all. But that's the consistent behavior that we're taught by our parents, we're taught by our peers, so we're taught by people that don't know any different, and most people don't know what they don't know. So consistency is so powerful and so strong that you are exactly where you are today because of consistency. Your health is where your health is today because of consistency. How your body looks is where it is today because of consistency. Are you consistently going to the gym? Look, you walk by some of these people that look like they got muscles on top of muscles, shy. And I guarantee you that her routine is extremely consistent. So in everything in life. Now, I choose the direction of being consistent in my faith, being consistent financially, so I can put myself in a position that I don't have to get up in the morning and go to work. I don't have to run a company now. I used to do things in the day that made me have to do those things, and those things were consistent until I learned what I didn't know. See, we all don't know what we don't know till we know. I posted a picture this morning with my teacher that says 1 + 1 = 5. You're right, enjoy. I'm too old to convince anybody of anything. Look, I show you the process. I do all these different wisdom walks. You get to decide whatever you want to do. I'm not convincing anybody of anything. Met this really cool couple. They have a 10-year-old. In fact, it was interesting. He was in the car business. He's living my old life 20 plus years ago. And he's a general sales manager at Mercedes dealership in Kentucky. and we're having this conversation at the pool, and we went out to dinner 2 nights ago together. And what a great family, what a great couple. And Lisa was speaking to his wife yesterday, Vicky, and she's like, yeah, I work for Procter and Gamble, and we're just enjoying this trip. It's so much fun, but Monday morning I go back to the grind. And yeah, because whatever consistent behavior you have done have put you in that position, and there's nothing wrong with it. Look, if you like to wake up every single morning and rinse and repeat and go to work and put in your 8-10 hours, pay your bills, take your 1 vacation a year, and then you rinse and repeat, look, you go for it, knock yourself out. But if you like to wake up in the morning and do nothing and make a decision to do whatever you want to do, leave, travel, lay in bed, whatever. It's kind of interesting. It's like I wake up between 4 and 5 every morning. When I was working and I had a job or running a company, that I used to hit that snooze button on that alarm 3-4 times because I was so tired of that consistent behavior of working or running a company that I couldn't even wake up. Now I wake up way before I used to because I have nothing to do, but it's just like I woke up this morning because I wanted to see the sunrise. So literally, I'll show you guys. Literally, I laid right there after leaving the bedroom because I didn't want to wake up the queen. And you can see I opened up the big windows and the sunrise. I know you won't be able to hear me now because of the breeze. It comes right over there. You can see where the sun is. And I watched the sunrise. And I sat there and I watched the sunrise this morning. And that's the 3rd morning I've done that. And I just sat and watched the sunrise. Had nothing to do. Didn't have to sit and go, hey, you know what? I better, soak up every minute of this left because, Monday I got to get back to work and get back to the grind of the world and do the things we need to do. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to do that. I know some of you listening to my voice right now saying, well, Clay, you're in a position that you can do that, okay? Yeah, I'm in a position to do that. But what put me in that position to do that? My consistent behavior put me in a position to do that. Look, when I woke up, when I was born, the doctor didn't slap me in my butt. I think they used to do that at my age group. And say, you will go to Turks and Caicos and travel the world and have no financial issues and not work at the age that I am now. No, that didn't happen. I made some conscious decisions in my life and became consistent in my behavior to put myself in that position to live life on my own terms. And I run my life's play to perfection on a daily basis. Let me give you an example. So we have a group called UFF. Most of you are probably aware of it. It teaches you how to become debt-free, and it also teaches you how to make $1,000 a day. Now, some of you don't believe that you can make $1,000 a day. I did it. I proved that it could be done for 90 days straight. Made over 6 figures, followed the system, ran the play to perfection, and done, finished. Showed everybody it could be done, all right? So there's a meeting every morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time. And amazing 2 people do it. Her name is Len, his name is Len, and her name is Di. And they give back. They give back to communities, just like I give back with Envy, right? And they do this Rise and Shine meeting, and they play all these different videos, these different mindset trainings, and it's just such a positive group. There's about 100 to 130 people on the call every morning. And yesterday was my 20th year anniversary, and for those of you that followed me for a while, Lisa and I are so not traditional. We don't, if you go through my page, you won't really see me saying much about birthdays or anniversaries or whatever. We don't really buy each other presents and do. We're just non-traditional, right? But for the 20th, we're like, look, 20 years is a pretty cool, a pretty cool milestone. So let's kind of celebrate the 20 years. Last year, 19, I probably mentioned it in a post. Probably will celebrate it again at 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Hopefully we get to 50 plus years, and we're God blesses us enough to be on the planet that long, right? And so yesterday I popped on the meeting as we were heading out, and I told Len and Di, says, hey, you know what, I'm probably not going to stick around because it is actually our anniversary, and we're going to run out and go down to the beach, go down to the pool or whatever. And the meeting started, and I couldn't pull myself away. because of that consistency. My brain wouldn't allow me to pull myself away. Now, I'm in a position that I don't need to be in that meeting. I'm in a position that that meeting doesn't take me to the next level in my life. But the consistency of doing it is what takes me to the next level in life. And I couldn't walk away. And I looked over at the Queen, and I'm like, I know if I sit on this meeting, she's going to give me that look. And the look never came, because she is the most supportive person in everything we do. Just like when she's doing her IULs to help everyone else out, and she's putting in her 8 or 10 hour days, which she ain't gonna be doing that for long, because I told her, look, you can do this. Look, it's up to you to make your decision, but I don't want you working 10-hour days unless that's something you want to do. But she just wants to give back to the community and get everybody started, get the system in place. And once the system in place, then she'll be good to go. So I looked over at her, and nope, not a look, nothing. She sat there. She waited until I was done. In fact, at the end of the meeting, she even came on for like the last 5-10 minutes and sat next to me, and we closed out the little meeting. But that consistency of me not being able to walk away, because it's like my muscle memory. And this is one of the things that's very important about consistency. If you break the cycle, you break that chain, then there's a weak link. You know, they always say, what's the weakest link in the chain is the strength of the whole chain, or whatever. That breaking of that link, if I would have walked away yesterday in the middle of that meeting, I would have told my brain it's okay to skip that. And if it's okay to skip that meeting, it's okay to skip something else. It's okay to skip another thing and another thing. So consistency is such a powerful thing in your life. Now, whether or not you're in your life where that consistency has you, living paycheck to paycheck, yeah, well, consistency will be whatever you make it. So if you're consistent at following that job routine, look, there's nothing wrong with a job. Job's a great place to get experience or whatever, but I don't want to live there, okay? I've been there, done that, will never do that again. I've been saying this for 20 years. I am unemployable, absolutely unemployable. I have no desire to ever get a job. I have no desire to ever run another company. Look, Bill Gates can call me right now and say, I'll give you $10 million to run this company for me. No thanks, I'm good. You ain't taking my 40, 50, 60 hours a week of time with my family for no $10 million. I'm sorry, you can keep your little $10 million, knock yourself out, because if you're paying me 10, that means you're probably making 150. So I'll pass, okay? So the consistent behavior you do, and again, some of you may be hearing me for the first time saying this, and you're like, well, how do I become consistent? You're already consistent. You consistently have done the things you're doing for years. I have just changed the way that I live my life, because I know some things that I didn't know before. I learned some things from a couple billionaires, and those couple billionaires pointed me in another direction, and now I give back to the community, and I give back to the community for free. So the consistent behavior that I do, the first thing I work on in my life, a consistent behavior, is mindset. Without mindset, you will never grow. You will be consistent in whatever you do. Look, you can consistently eat the wrong food, and you're going to get fat, and you're going to be unhealthy, and that's going to be life. You can consistently not work out, and your body is going to tear down, and when you get older, you're going to be in the hospital doing what you can consistently go to a job every day, and you'll continue paying bills, living paycheck to paycheck. You'll never get out of debt. You'll never live your life on your own terms. Consistent behavior. So what behaviors are you going to change? And you have to start off small. This is why people that follow in NV Social, I ask you to start off with the 21-day challenge. And the 21-day challenge is 5 to 15 minutes. Sometimes it's 15 minutes is a video. I want you to watch a video every morning, and then you comment on that video. And then day 2, you watch a second video, and you comment on that video. By the time you hit day 21, you've watched 21 videos. Now your mind's changing. You're going to go back and you're going to watch video number 1 again, and you're going to comment on that video. And when you comment on that video, you will notice day 1 and day 22 is completely different, because now your behavior, your mindset's changing. And once that mindset change, you'll start seeing things change in your life. And I'm telling you, if you follow the teachings of envy and you do that consistent behavior a week, okay, I'm having a little bit of internet issues here. Anyway, you teach and you go through that consistent behavior every single day. 6 months from now, a year from now, a year and a half from now, you will not even recognize your life. You would be, I mean, like the couple said to us, wow, we're having such a great time, but when I get back on Monday, I got to pack because I got to travel for my job, and then you're leaving your family, and no. When I get back home tomorrow, I ain't got nothing to do. Actually, I do have something to do tomorrow when I get back. I'm going to go look at another yacht because I haven't made a full decision yet. So I have an appointment tomorrow morning when we land, or tonight, we land tonight, and then tomorrow we have our little meetup. And I'm consistently doing those meetups. I've been done them for years. Never been late once, not even a minute, because my behavior is consistent. Consistent. So once you have that, look, again, whatever behavior you want to do, you can be consistent in mediocrity, or you can be consistent in massive growth and wealth. You get to choose which consistency you want to do. But we're all consistent. I'm looking down here right now, and I've watched this for 5 days now. Look at the guy right here. But they raked up all the seaweed, and consistently I see him every morning. Yep, he stops right there. He goes from pile to pile to pile to pile, and picks up all the seaweed, so the guests won't have seaweed when they walk the beach or they're sitting on the beach. And then I can look over, and if I go further down, you'll see where the property ends, because you see all the seaweed all the way down the beach. But there's no seaweed here for us in this beach. So his behavior has been consistent, and he consistently does what he needs to do to get to the beach where it needs to be. Now, some of you will be in a position, well, man, Clayton, I've been consistent for trying to change my life, and I just don't see the growth. I'm back. Okay, it reminds me of the meme where I see the two guys digging a tunnel for diamonds, and they're both so close, and one threw the axe over his shoulder and turned around, went back with his head down, and he's deflated, and he's like, man, I did all this work, I got nothing out of it. And the other guy's about 4 or 5 more picks, and he's going to hit the gold. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ever quit. I understand sometimes you may feel that I'm not there yet. Man, I'm struggling. That's just God's way of putting you through the paces to see how bad you want it. And if you want it bad enough, you're going to never give up. You're going to never quit. I know I talked about one of those in one of my wisdom walks. Unfortunately, this is not a wisdom walk. It's a wisdom stand right now. I tried doing the wisdom walk this morning, and you couldn't hear anything I was saying when I played it back. It was just all wind. So this is my redo. So again, ladies and gentlemen, consistency. You're doing the consistency anyway. You're consistent. You wake up every morning. You get out of bed, you brush your teeth, you go do whatever you have to do. Some people go to work, some people don't have anything to do. Which one do you want? You want to wake up in the morning and be in a financial position where you get to dictate your own terms and do nothing all day? Fly to a location, go watch your kids or your grandkids or whatever, their sports deal, and you don't have to give excuses. Well, dad's got to work today or mom's got to work today, and you have to give those excuses, or you want to just go out and live your life on your terms and do whatever you want to do. It can be done. I'm living proof that it can be done. And like I've told everyone, and I've said it in the wisdom walks before, I owe you 3 things: an opportunity, proof that it works, and exactly how I do it. I keep no secrets, none. The question is, are you following? And if you are following, how consistent are you in your behavior? Steve Carter told me yesterday, he goes, you know what? Yesterday when you spoke, it really hit me when you didn't walk away. I'll tell you right now, if most people were here in Turks and Caicos, chances of you doing any of the normal, consistent behavior I do when I'm home you'll be like, I'm in paradise. I'm not going to no meeting. I'm not getting anything. I'm in a financial position. I don't need to, which I don't. But I do it anyway because I can't break that link. I can't break that chain of consistency, because once I break it, I send a message to my brain that it's okay to break one. And when you break one, you break two. When you break two, you break three. When you break three, you can break four. And you never know if 2, 3, and 4, that was the opportunity of a lifetime. That was the one thing that was going to take you to the next level. Perfect example. I've done 6 figures in a company called UFF in the last 90 days because I ran into someone by the name of Ali, and I made a decision and I did consistent behavior. I've saved over $60,000 in interest. Within the next 7 to 8 months, I will save a total of almost $1 million in interest. And I've helped people save over $500,000 of interest because of a decision I made. And if my brain wasn't based on consistency, and my brain wasn't based on not putting something off and going, oh no, look, anybody in the world is justified to say, look, I'm going to change my behavior when I'm on vacation. Well, the problem is I ain't on vacation because I don't have vacations. I don't unplug. I built a life I don't have to unplug from because my consistent behavior, it doesn't matter if I'm in Turks, if I'm in Alta Loma, if I'm in New York, if I'm in Maldives, if I'm in Dubai, it doesn't matter. My behavior stays the same. I have consistent behavior, which is what I learned. Now, it took me years to develop that and get that going. Well, I wouldn't say it took me years. It took me a few months to realize the power of it. And because I had someone walk me through that process and show me the different things. And then I came up with it and I'm like, look, this is how I want to live my life. Now you get to make a decision what you want to do. You get to make a decision of what consistent behavior you want to put in your life, and start small. This is why we have the 21-day challenge. It's small. It starts small. Then I take you to the next level. Then I move you to the next level. So up to you. But let me close with showing you guys this one. Consistent behavior. Let me see if I can do this real quick. I don't interrupt her when she's doing her consistent behavior, but oh, she's already done. But that chair down there in that hallway, every single morning, she gets up and she does. But she did her reading. She wrote in her journal. She does it, and it is what it is. Consistent behavior. That consistent behavior. I never saw her say, oh, well, I'm on vacation. I'm going to go down by the pool, go down to the beach, so I'm not going to read my Bible today, and I'm not going to write in my journal today. Nope. Consistent behavior. And she does it every single morning, no matter where we are, where we go. It is what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully this helps. And Wisdom Walk number 93. Okay. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Please go out there, live life on your own terms, and be consistent. Love you all. Bye-bye.